Well, it is that time again. We are live on Saturday. And unfortunately, bad news. It looks like my Seahawks have really sucked this game. It was terrible. I knew that it wasn't gonna be a very good game, but I don't know if anybody watched it, but first half it looked like we were in it. And then apparently the Seahawks came out after the halftime and decided to just go home. So, oh well, on to another season. Much better season than we anticipated anyway. And crypto for starters. I know he's a Packers fan, and we stopped them from going. And they probably weren't going to go. They probably weren't going to go any further anyway. But it was a decent season for us. Hope everybody is doing fantastic. I have got a guest here with me, and that is Alex from Crypto with Starters. Packers fan.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm fantastic, man. How's it going?
I'm good. Yeah, thank you for having me on. I know it's been a long time coming, but excited to be here.
I appreciate you coming in. Yeah. How were you happy to see the Seahawks lose?
It doesn't really matter. It was kind of nice. I'll be honest, it was kind of nice watching the game and not feeling completely stressed out the whole time, like when the Packers play. But, I'm doing this fantasy thing with a friend of mine, so I have players on both teams. So it was, kind of wanted both teams to do well, obviously. But I think we imagined the 49ers taking it away anyway. But it was a good game.
Yeah. Like I said, I first half looked like it was promising. Like, hey, it might be a good game, but then the 49ers just ran away with it.
Yeah.
We've got Rad here. Rad says, let's go. Rad Max, thanks for showing up. I appreciate you being here. That's you. Let's effing go. Waddy, the Crypto Hunter. What's up?
What's up, Waddy?
Good to see you, Waddy. Always good to have Waddy around. Kill Crypto. Word.
Yep,
all right. Our fans in the house. Nice. Anti-Rock, good afternoon. 49. I'm assuming you're a 49ers fan. Yeah, I mean, good job. You guys killed it. Honestly, and Brock Purdy, I mean, what a fantastic quarterback.
Crazy.
He's turning out to be. Geez, who saw that coming?
Oh yeah, third string quarterback, man. That's unreal. But
yeah, I heard he was picked like 222nd or something, like almost the end of the draft.
Almost last. Yep.
Yeah, crazy.
Yep.
Crypto Talk now. Let's go, Sean. Hulk, smash that like button. Yes, everybody, smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, or slap that like Will Smith style. Max, thanks, Max. I appreciate that. Will Smith, awesome. That like button. Hey, Waddy and everyone. Crypto Talk now. Swampy here. Packers blow. That's for you, Alex.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think it's a love-hate thing with Packers. You either love or you hate them, I think.
I have a feeling that Swampy maybe who's one of your nemesises out there? The Bears, maybe?
The Bears, yeah.
Bears fan, yeah.
One of the oldest. Yep.
Thanks, Swampy, for showing up, showing your face here. Appreciate it. Hey, Max. Lazy Jedi's here. I had a treat last night to get on to the Lazy Shaman show, which is Lazy Jedi Shaman Says and Steve the Canadian. Super nice guys. Nice. I had a nice little chat. It was cool. Hope to do it again sometime. Awesome. Those guys got their channel going, and it's fun talking about other things really than crypto. So that was it was a pleasure. I appreciate it, boys. Tim Shea's in the house. Hey, Tim, the mayor of crypto, as I call him. And he is in everybody's stream.
He is everywhere.
Yeah. I don't think he works. He must not have a job. He must be independently wealthy, maybe.
I guess a professional live stream visitor, I guess.
I appreciate you being here, Tim Shea. If this is the real Tim Shea, I know there's more than one. Believe. Awesome. Crypto Overlord, thanks for showing up. Awesome to have another live, Sean. Market is in. Yeah, you know what? And just before we're coming on here, looks like just this last hour, kind of dipping a little bit. I'm sure there's going to be people out there taking profits right now. We had a very healthy week.
Yeah,
it was good to see finally, a little positivity out there. It may not last. We may take another leg down. We don't really know yet.
I think it's
Go ahead.
People seem to think that you know, a bull run might be starting, but I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah. So Crypto Overlord says, keen to get your thoughts on if the bottom is in on the weekly BTC, on the weekly Bitcoin chart. We have broken out of the following wedge. Trust the technicals? Question mark. Well, you know, I'm not. I mean, I know how to do you know, TA, but you know, I'm not really into that, and it's just we're just so there's just not enough years, you know, of data. Yeah. You know, to really trust it, right? I mean, it's always easy to look behind and see it. But going forward, it's hard. I mean, has anything changed, you know, in the overall financial market out there in the world?
Not that I know of.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we talked about today too. Is, you know, this morning, you know, why is it doing what it's doing? You know, we've seen it go up about $2,700. I think it peaked at what, 21 something for Bitcoin.
Broke over 21. Yeah,
and you know, what's the reason for it? You know, it's that's the good question, you know. And I agree with you on the TA stuff. It, you know, Bitcoin's the only one that has a really enough tenure, enough time in to really have enough data to do it. And we've seen people try and master technical analysis the last year and a half, and you know, it all sounds great, but you know, most of it is incorrect. You know, TA is boring. I see it, Max. Yeah.
TA is boring. It is kind of dull, but I mean, it's something nice to do if you have the time and you can get on charts and mark them up a little bit and kind of, you know, see where it's going. I mean, I don't know that I would trade on that, but you know, it's just me. Some people some people do very well at it. I don't know what to say. That
for sure.
Not smart enough maybe to figure that one out. Hi, Rad. Hey, Sean and Alex. Tim Shea.
There's another Tim Shea now.
Yes. See, there's two. We've got two Tim Shays.
That might be the real one there.
And we're 49ers. Yeah, I got you, Andy. Andy Rock. You guys did well. I mean, congratulations. You know, I don't mind if you guys go win the Super Bowl, right? I mean, we're out of it, so you know, good luck to you.
Yep.
Artless Mining Reviews and Gaming. How are you doing? Hey, brother. One of them, I think you were in a StableFund, the now defunct, and and Ponzi, the StableFund. Levi Brown. What's good, brother? Hey, I appreciate you showing up. I know I had to change my hours, right? You normally I'm at 3:00, and I'm probably going to change and just do it at 6. It kills my whole Saturday to do a live stream right in the middle of the day. And me and the wife had to go look at cars today, so had to make a change. Bob Altamari. Hey, Sean, let's go Eagles. Eagles having a fantastic season too, right? Can't take that away from them. I mean, it's about time.
You know, this whole season was just crazy. You know, I was doing this fantasy thing, and I'm like, man, you know, you're trying to pick players that you think are going to win, and I'm like, I think everything's kind of up in the air. I mean, through the first half of this game, we all thought the Seahawks might pull it out, you know, and I don't know. I think there's going to be some upsets.
It is weird. It was a weird year, right? I mean, all the teams that have normally aren't very good are really good this year. And then the teams that are, you know, we thought were going to be good. I mean, you know, we thought the Broncos might have played a little better than they did, but they were horrible.
Bad. Right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's all on Russ or just he's in a different system or what, but it was terrible.
Yeah.
I'm glad
that was rough.
Yeah. Crypto Realist in the house. Jeremy, how are you, sir? What's up?
It's good to see you, Jeremy.
Yeah. Jeremy's maybe taking a break off of doing some live streams.
Yeah, I was just talking to you and Fan about that. Just, you know, hadn't seen a live pop up for my morning coffee. And so.
Well, hope you're good, Jeremy. Hope everything's cool with you. It's always good to see you. Thanks for the support. Hey, Annie Rock. Here we go. We got a lot of what's happening. Para to Uranus. Okay. All right. We could do that. Hey, Swampy. Sup, Alex? Let's see. Let's get down here before we get out of control here. Lazy Jedi. Purdy was picked last. Mr. Irrelevant. Yeah, there you go. Last. I knew it was.
Not anymore.
Hey, Larry Max. Yeah, that boy is working himself into, you know, a pretty good career. If he can keep it going. Chiefs suck Nuggets.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Next week.
Vikings. All right. We got a lot of
Q's in Minnesota.
Fans. Skull. That a boy. Okay. They can. let's see. Let's get through this. I want to get into some things. It's funny. All my live streams, I always have 4 or 5 things to talk about already brought up on the computer, ready to go, and then it just goes sideways, and we never discuss because it's just about really chatting with everybody. See what's going on.
The time goes by so fast. I mean, we did a live, on Parawerx YouTube at noon, and all of a sudden I looked down and we were in 44 minutes into it, and I'm like, holy crap, we got some more stuff to talk about.
It does go quick.
It goes so fast.
I was on Crypto Talk Now's live stream Wednesday. It went 3 hours.
Wow.
it was late. I'm thinking, man, I got to go to bed. Hey Jeremy, thanks for joining us last night, Sean. Yeah, absolutely, Lazy. It was fun. Hope we can do it again. You guys just keep doing what you're doing. What's up, Max Larry?
I'll have to check that. Send that to next time. I'll have to check out their channel. Yeah, check it out. They're just chatting about whatever. And I was giving them some advice as if I'm some sort of YouTube star. It's crazy. It was crazy, but it's just about getting out there, right? Just put yourself out there, and you get through those first few live streams and get all the bugs worked out and get your confidence up and all that. Yeah. But hey, congrats by the way.
Hey. What's that?
Congrats on your 1,000 subscribers. You're growing very nicely. Your channel's doing really well.
Thank you. It is, it's funny. It's hit or miss, right? I put out an XRP video, which normally doesn't get much, views. It goes 4,000 views. And the next video is pretty much the same kind of format, XRP related, and it, 150 views. It's just like, I don't know what it is, just the algorithm just picks one up and runs with it, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeremy, TA is boring. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst. Right. Nice. We got commercials now. Commercial break. Max, TNA awesome. TNA is great, bro. Yeah. Well, it depends on what you're talking about. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Fake pump. Lottie says it's a fake pump. So
yeah. I don't think we're gonna know. I think we'll know when it's real. I really do.
Well,
this just doesn't seem like it either. But
yeah, I mean, we need to see something sustained over several weeks.
Yep.
And not just a quick, pump, needs to do 20, 30, 40% sustained over weeks of time.
Yeah. I was talking to Kruger and I was like, I'll believe it when Bitcoin hits 40 grand, that's going up 2,500, 3 grand just isn't doing it for me. It's great. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not going to do it,
Yeah, no. And I think this year, it may be a real slow grind. It may be a real slow grind up and not just, see just these massive pumps like we've seen before, until basically kind of feeling itself out until, right before the halving again in what is it, March or April of next year.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Tim, the real Tim Shea, please stand up. There's Timmy.
There he is. You should mod him while you have him.
What's that?
You should make him a moderator while you have him.
Oh, he is a moderator.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Tim's one of the OGs.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Can't see it back here.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. I can't see anything either. I have to get onto YouTube and figure, I'm not even on it yet. So
that's the best way to know is when I know people know who they are and you trust them, mod them so you know who they are when they come in. Pump is a pump.
Inflation data. Yeah. Kruger, I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Always a pleasure to see you. And I know I see you on Alex's live streams as well. Inflation data going down. People want to invest some money. Recession doesn't look like it's going to happen, which is positive news. Well, technically we've been in a recession for months, but yeah, and that may be the case. Maybe it's it's starting to look like it's not going to be as bad, or maybe it's not going to go as long. But I still don't think we're there to that point yet.
Yeah. I agree.
What are they going to do, right? Are they going to raise it? Are they going to raise rates half a point this time? A quarter of a point? I think it'll probably be a little less than what they've been doing.
Yeah.
What's up, Crypto Smith? Daniel Gayton in the house. Thanks, Daniel, for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Hopefully your Saturday is going well. Hey, Daniel, ALBT, bro. Yeah, ALBT is a big hot topic now on, with these guys. Looks like a real promising project. Kind of in that, it's not really in the ISO, tokens, but it's kind of ISO adjacent, let's say. Fly Eagles fly. Daniel Gayton, an Eagles fan, I guess. Cardinals will win the Super Bowl. One goes to top 100. That's a bold statement.
I saw that earlier. Cracked me up.
Bold statement. Yeah, I'm way behind in the chat. So we're going to stop the chat here just for a little bit because I know I wanted to talk about Para and what's going on. And I've done my research. I've talked to you about it. I've listened to some live streams, and I know kind of where it came from. Had a little bumpy start, and where it's at now. You kind of in that building phase. Waiting to see what's going to happen. But the biggest thing for me, I think, that makes this interesting is the regulatory side. That may, there may be something here, right? Because you see some sort of compliance thing. I think it's at the bottom of the.
Right there.
Actually,
go back up. Yeah, go back up.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. So compliance platform. That piques my interest right there.
Well,
and the point of sale, obviously, and we're going to talk about that.
Yeah. Let me know where you want to start, and we can definitely dive in there. And
let's talk about. We don't have to get too technical, because the DAG chain, but the crypto wallet and the point of sale system. That's right, because I'm all about real world utility, and that's where this is headed.
Right. So with the POS system, is what they're trying to do is they're going to use it. The DAG chain has been in development for over a year. It's more or less like a blockchain, but you don't have to have the transactions in front of you go through before the one you have another one go. It's more like a net than a chain, so it's a lot faster, little fees, and more transactions per minute than a blockchain. Now, just recently, they came up with an idea to do a POS, a point of sale type platform that's going to be better than what they had originally planned on doing. So the idea is for you to walk in to a store, your grocery store, and buy a loaf of bread right there on your phone, like it would be with Apple Pay, right? And it just brings this incredibly, very, I guess, difficult crypto space simply to you, right? The hardest thing right now is when you want to go and you want to talk to people about crypto, like, well, how can I use it? What can I use it for? I can't use it. Well, they're right. You really can't. There is ways to, people say they have cards, you can use crypto to buy stuff, and really it's not the case. So that's what they're going for, with much lower fees, very, very competitive fees to that of Visa. And, we talked about one other company this morning that just raised their fees to 2.9% for processing fees. The platform is going to be extremely competitive. There's really no numbers as of yet, but much less for merchants than what they're currently using. So it's very exciting. There's really not a whole lot of info that they've put out yet as far as the technical side, and probably won't. There's also no timeline as far as, one rule of thumb we've figured out in crypto is you don't put a timeline on development time, because you just never know what's going to happen. But we just hired 2 new developers to build this platform. And one is a mobile app developer. That's what he does all day, every day. Of course, we have Spencer, who does APIs all day, every day. And the other developer also does this stuff all day, every day. So the team is extremely well put together, handpicked by Spencer. And Spencer's is the CTO. He's the one that's been doing all the technical stuff in the background, as far as contracts with NFTs and the staking platform. And, he'll be the one that's building List with Cameron and, all that stuff. So they're all based out of the US. So we don't have any more of this overseas, different time zones and different languages and things like that, so they're all based here, which is extremely helpful as well. So very, very, very positive coming out of that. And as far as the compliance platform, there's not a whole lot on the compliance platform either. Para is federally compliant with FinCEN to be a payment processor. Now, this process is extremely difficult. You have to be licensed in every state, and every state has its own license and has its own fee to pay. So you can't just go out and be a payment processor. right? And people say, well, why do I invest in Para? Well, for one, they're federally regulated with FinCEN to be a payment processor. I mean, what crypto is going to scam you out of your money that's, registered with FinCEN? They're just not. So that's a huge positive there. And they've already started this incredibly long and deep process of getting, licensed in all these states, because it's a very in-depth process and it costs a lot of money. You're talking upwards of hundreds of thousands of dollars to do it. So, the compliance platform they call it the super secret utility. And unfortunately we can't roll out that utility or that platform until the other big thing that Para is working on is able to come out. Because if we were to launch that platform, there'd be a lot of questions that we would have to answer that we wouldn't be able to answer. So it's going to roll out with the other big thing that Para is working on when that time comes. So Lee talked about, the Para as the business is going through an audit as far as financials goes. And the company that they were working with was hoping to get everything done by the beginning of the year. We're a couple weeks in now, and there was something else they had to answer. So hopefully that'll be getting done soon so they can move forward on that other thing that they're doing. So we can have the compliance platform come out with that. So other than that, again, it's just keeping most of that close to the vest and making sure everything's done before we, announce too much in that area.
Okay. So let's go back to payments for a second now. And obviously, I mean, when people think of crypto, especially years ago, that was the thing they would think of. Well, what are you going to pay for with it? Like, how are you going to use it as a payment system? And, how is it going to take over cash and all that? And obviously nobody's been able to do that, right? Yeah. Sure. Some places will take Shiba Inu, as payment, as a form of payment, or Dogecoin or Bitcoin or whatever, but it's a clunky system at best. Hey, send me your wallet address. I'll have to go home or, get on my phone and send it to you. And then you got to wait until you get a confirmation and all that. And it's not seamless. It's not easy to use if you're not used to being in crypto and wallets and blockchain and sending and receiving stuff. You're not going to do it. Right. Yeah. So somebody still, and maybe, Para is going to be the first to actually have a payment system that is just, it's on my phone. You just scan the phone, whatever it's QR code, however that payment system works, and make it seamless to where the purchaser doesn't really even need to know anything about crypto. Hey, you just spent some crypto. And like, okay, whatever, big deal. They don't really need to care about it. This is, I think, is a misconception in our space, is that, when we talk about things like mass adoption, right? And this mass adoption doesn't have to be that all the people care about crypto. Most people aren't even going to know that they're using it. And I talk about, of course, XRP all the time, XLM and things like that are going to be, payment systems. People won't ever even know that XRP is being used in the background. Yeah. Right. They just go to the bank, send money to another country. They don't know how it gets there. They really don't care. They know it's instant, right? It happens right away. It doesn't take any time. The fees are way, way less than, what they are with the SWIFT system, right? They don't know. They're never going to hear the term XRP, most likely. Exactly. So I think, mass adoption is when, for me at least, is when, a large portion of the population is actually utilizing crypto, whether they know it or not, and it's actually, being for its intended use.
Yeah. And I think that's the biggest thing right now is, the time frame to make a transaction on a blockchain. How many people are going to want to stand in line for even 45 seconds at the end or 3 minutes to wait for a transaction to go through? Or what if it doesn't and you can't pay, things like that? Or what if it's your gas fees are extremely high at the, I looked the other night and GUI was at 50 and I'm like, I haven't seen it above 50 for months. And so what if you don't have enough to cover the gas fees, and that's where the DAG will come in handy to scale this. We have little to no fees and it's very, very fast and you're doing thousands and, transactions per second and things like that. So that's where, and also the ease of using it, like you said, having something all in one that's just right on the phone you're already using and in a familiar way that we're using it now, like Apple or Google Pay. A lot of us use that or have used it. So something similar to that that we're already familiar with is also very, very big too.
Yeah, and that's kind of, and I'm going to compare a little bit to a MetaMonkey MMAI, where if they have the this Pure wallet that's coming out, or that's out, well, not for us iOS holders or users, not that I'm bitter or anything, but that wallet, if it's an all-in-one, where you can onboard crypto, utilize it, use it as a payment system, and then offboard if that's something that comes to the platform as well, right? You don't need to go anywhere else, right? Get your credit card, your debit card, whatever, throw crypto on there, and then do what you need to do. And then if you need to take it off, hopefully that's something that comes to that wallet as well. I mean, really, I'm not going to say game changer, but it's something that will be unique and I think a first in the industry. So that's super cool. So that's the compliance platform. I understand, there's probably not a lot of information out there, and even if you knew it, you probably couldn't tell me anyway.
Yeah, and that's the one platform that so Rad and I have been kind of, I don't know, lack of better words, upgraded into being part of the advisory part of Para, right? So there's a lot of things that are going on in that compliance platform. There really isn't any information that has been given to us, even in that group. So it's very, very tight knit. But I can tell you from being in there that it is very exciting to see what they're doing and how hard they are working. And I thought I was seeing how hard they were working before, but tell you what, there's a lot of stuff going on. But the compliance platform has been kept pretty quiet. So you're right. There's not a whole lot on that.
Okay, I'm going to go through some comments. Let's get to Marty. Marty, thanks for showing up. I appreciate you being here. Hello to Marty. Waddy, what's up? Daniel Gatney, buddy. Let's get down here. Denver had a disappointing season. Yeah.
I saw that.
They thought they're going to get Aaron Rodgers. Big mistake.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that didn't turn out well for anybody. Now did it?
Yep.
And now Aaron's going to get. Is he going to retire now? Right.
It's a good question.
Go somebody else.
It's a good question. I think he'll play for somebody else if they don't want to keep him around, but I think he'll play another year in Green Bay. I really do.
Matt Succi, DeFi Passive Income. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate you being here and the support. Hello from Columbus, Ohio. Excellent. Dudes, my internet was down for like 4 days and I don't do the weekends. Okay, Monday morning you'll be live. All right, excellent. Yeah, I know you kept having internet issues.
Yeah.
Isn't this like 2023? Like how are we still having problems with the internet? It's great. I know. Yeah, I think he lives in maybe a rural area, so that's probably part of it, which I admire. Right? I really don't care for cities. Rodeo Tiger Shark 4 Rodeo. Okay, interesting. Tim Shea, hey Matt Suchi. Columbus, Ohio State Buckeyes right there. Nice, welcome. Sup, Crypto Realist. Marty says, hey, Sean, all good. Happy Man is here. Happy Man, I missed you the last, I don't think you were with me the last week or two. I'm good. A tip more, a fake out than bull run. People are being fudged into the green and then big pullback. Yeah. Just trading the swings. Excellent. Cool. That's good that you're doing that. And yes, we here at the CryptoSmith channel in the Forge, we do not buy on green candles. It's not what we do. Okay. Not financial advice. Just came to say hello at the mall. Later, guys. Signal sucks here. All right. I appreciate you stopping in, Waddy. Hopefully you guys have a great night. What's up, Marty? Sean, how about that ALBT? Yeah. Let's see. Where's it at right now? Alliance block right here. Up 109, almost 120% on the week. Holy cow. Wow. Yeah, I missed that one. I don't have any. Sad to say.
Yeah, no joke.
I mean, obviously, and I'm going to have to wait for a pullback to think about that one. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you guys are you guys trading this? Are you taking profits, or what are you doing? You're going to sell and then think it's going to go down and get back in on it? Hey, Marty, 4 days without internet. What is this, Uzbekistan? That's funny. Yeah, I'd go nuts here in my house. I don't know what I would do.
With our two little kids, I'd go crazy too.
Daniel, that was a late one on Wednesday. That was a late, it was a school day for me, so I was a little late getting to bed. My wife was like, "What the hell are you doing so late?" Talking to my girlfriends on YouTube. What's up, Tim? She has no interest whatsoever, so it's fine. Hey, Tiger Shark 4. I can't see. It just says hand pink wavy thing, so I can't see that, unfortunately, on my end. Love the later hours. I can actually catch. So I appreciate it. So I made it earlier so that some other people in Europe could get on, but man, it's too hard to try to plan anything on a Saturday. But I appreciate. I'm glad you like the later hours. Hopefully, I'll just probably keep it like this from now on. Hey, Levi, XRP fish in a barrel. Sometimes you get a big carp. Sometimes you get a goldfish. Yeah, XRP. You know, the XRP is not something I don't think that you can really trade on because that price does not move much. It's pretty stable. Let's see, 1.8 trillion, and we're there. What's that? 1.8 trillion, and
we're there. Market cap, I think, is what he's talking about for the whole market.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Max Eva will come on the show. Not sure who Eva is. Fake pump. A lot of people get wrecked through this. Think of the bull run. Yeah, this every other day. Anytime there's a green candle, people are yelling bull run. Like you gotta just give it some time, right? The bull run's going to be noticed over a certain period of time. Give it a weeks or months maybe. Pump is pump. Yep. But if you can take advantage of it, go right ahead. Because he's the real Tim Shea. You other Tim Shea's just spray from far away and try to say, hey, so please, with the real Tim Shea, please stand up. All right. I got your Eminem song right there. Got the beat in my head. How's Boise, Sean? Boise is actually unseasonably warm. I think it was close to 50 degrees today. It was not bad at all. We've had some rain bands coming in from those, the bomb cyclone and the rivers coming in, going through California. California's just getting hammered.
Yeah, it's been bad.
Miss John, I'm sorry, I'm skipping over people here. John Bonavia, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the support. Go ahead and throw some questions in here if you got some. Mr. Dr. Professor Reverend Shaman said, excellent. Excellent.
What a mouthful.
Yeah, I got to see your wall because I bet you've got all your doctor certificates and all of your accolades. It probably covers an entire wall. I appreciate you being here. Great show last night. What's up, Sean? I am good. Better than most, I think. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how everybody else is. At Crypto for Starters, are you live streaming anymore? All of a sudden, I couldn't find any streams. Hope all is well.
So I just taken a break from live streaming for a little bit. I kind of burned myself out doing so many AMAs live streams, 2-3 times a week. So I do live streams every Saturday now on Para's YouTube. And then I'm going to do one, I believe, this week on my channel. I'm also going to be on Rad's channel Monday night. We'll talk about some stuff there. And I'll probably do one on my channel again this week and start to get back into it. But it was kind of taking a toll on me and my family. So kind of step back for a little bit.
Yeah, and you got little ones too, and that is tough to deal with.
Yeah, 3 and almost 5, so it gets a little tough.
That's the annoying thing about kids; they require attention.
You have to actually take care of them.
Yeah, I know, man. What a drag. Yeah, I went through that. I'm just about done, and they're 17 and 19, and they're all good.
You're close, man.
Yeah. That's why we were looking for a car today because the wife wants to. She's got a big 4-door, but nobody ever rides with her anymore. So she's like, there's no reason for me to have this big car anymore. Now I want a little sports car. So
nice.
Trying to find her something since she doesn't have to drag kids.
Mama happy.
That's exactly right. Hey, Doc Reverend Shaman says, John B. Marty Tim, CTN, Daniel Waddy, everybody's saying hi. Redline Red RT. Para. Yes. Para, Redline. This was going to be somebody who obviously is in the Para. Yes. What do you call it? Is the Para tribe? Is it a Para clan? Is it
we don't really paratroopers.
Paratroopers. Okay, that's yeah. You got the NFT paratroopers, right?
Yeah, the parapreppers. Yeah, parapreppers.
Parapreppers. And then
but we're the word troop, I guess. Troopers.
Nice. Redline. Hey, Redline. Dr. Shaman. Okay, so Para is a true diamond. Yeah, some of this thing, I think like I said before, I'm a utility, real world utility maxi, right? That's what I look for. That's why I like Para. Yeah, you have, you got the NFTs and you can stake and you can earn and stuff. And that, that doesn't really excite me much. But, when you're talking about a POS system, actually using crypto for real payments and then also being involved, some way, somehow, I know into some compliance or regulatory stuff is very interesting.
When I see some people saying, why would you use crypto to pay for stuff? And, you can look at it in more ways than that. Yes, crypto is an investment, but we're all here to make money, right? So eventually you're going to want to sell and you'll use that money to pay for things, right? So what if you didn't have to sell and you could just use that crypto to pay for things instead of going through all the steps to sell it, transfer it to your bank, and then you're going to buy stuff with it. I mean, because that's what we do, right? We make money and we purchase things. So it's the same thing as using crypto in your wallet. If you say you buy Metamonkey now or Para now, and it drops 3 zeros, and now the, say, 50 million tokens that you have is now worth, 3 times what it was before. And now you can use that to buy things because it's worth more money. So if you kind of look at it that way, when SHIB did its thing, people sold it. They used that money to buy things. So really, what's the difference, right? If you never sell, you never make any money. So
right.
So that's just maybe a little different way to look at it. Yeah, it's an investment, but eventually you want your investment to make you money, and you're going to spend it. So
yes, I've got 2 things to say about that. And Wildlife, I appreciate you being here and the support, your Para troopers. So, and I get the question too, why would you spend your crypto, right? It's going up in value, right? You get these massive pumps. Right. Well, someday that's going to end, right? And that someday is coming. And then it's going to be more like the stock market. We're not going to have these wild 50% swings, right? It's just going to be more mainstream. Of course, a lot of these cryptocurrencies are not going to exist in the future. And there's going to be maybe a few hundred that are relevant and are compliant, with regulations and are able to, be useful. So there's that's number 1. Number 2 is the dollar is going to go away at some point, right? The financial system is going to change, whether that's a year from now or 10 years from now or whatever. It's going to go away, and it's going to change into this digital asset realm, and we need to be prepared for it, right? And this is what I tell my family and my friends who don't understand it, and they don't get, why are you into it? I'm like, well, look, I'm not going to influence the market makers out there, and I'm not going to influence Wall Street or the White House. So these things are going to happen with or without my consent. Mm-hmm. And so if I'm prepared for it, I at least know what's out there. I know what's coming, instead of being shocked, with everybody else out there who's like, I can't believe we just switched, overnight, or whether it's a slow boil, over years we sort of transition. But this is why you're going to use crypto for payments, whether that crypto is Para or Bitcoin or Dogecoin or whatever, or XRP, it doesn't really matter. You got to be prepared for it.
Yeah. And it depends on what's going to be around, if you're able to use it or not. Some people might be in projects right now that aren't going to be around, so they won't be able to use it. That's also something to keep in mind too, is picking, I guess, the right projects to get behind. And there's quite a few out there. I'm not saying there's only 1 or 2, just because those are the only ones we are invested in or support. There's, I'm sure, plenty of other ones out there that will make it through everything. But finding something to invest in that is going to be around in the next 5 years,
Yeah. Wildlife, I appreciate you being here. Going to be hard to focus with Eva on the show. I'm assuming Eva is a female. Not going to lie, I'll try my best. I'm not sure who that is. Max, slightly distracting for sure. What's up, MMAI? Hey, Dr. Rob, how are you? MMAI family. Yeah, let's go. Metamonkey. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. In a rip Bill Paxton voice from True Lies, she will make you get down on your knees and beg for buttermilk. Oh, talking about, yeah. Okay.
Veterans,
Veterans. Yes. And I know that is part of this, the Para token, Parawerx, is the veteran side, and which is awesome, right? But in and of itself, besides it being a good thing to do to help veterans, and I know there's a percentage of this sales tax
Yes.
That goes right towards some veteran. Is there a specific veteran program?
So they are partnered with Convoy of Hope, and they are also partnered with Randy Couture's XCGIF. And, they gave over 40,000 this year to those. Obviously, we're hoping it was going to be more, but with the way the market is, obviously it's just, whatever we can give to them. But we sponsored Randy Couture's fight in Vegas in November, and they raised over $120,000 during that fight. So that was pretty awesome. That was a record for them, how much money they raised there. So yeah, it's a big focus, doing life-changing events for, veterans and their families and things like that. So hopefully this year we can do more than that. That would be obviously the goal.
Yeah, obviously the market picks up a little bit. Yeah, the market conditions obviously have everything to do with it right now. Nobody's really wanting to spend. They don't really know what's happening this year. Is it going to go bad? Is it going to be really bad, or is it not going to be that bad? That we're waiting to see. But veterans, I'm a vet, so I support anything that supports veterans. Salute to all vets. Thank you for that. Crypto Talk Now. Dr. Rob, Shaman, howdy, bud. Let's see. A red line. We'll get through I want to hit on everything. Smash that like button. Let's go, Crypto Smith. Thank you. I appreciate the support. A very nice, healthy level of support from Max and Larry. Love them both. They're doing a great job over there. Their channel is really building. I know they had a little hiccup last year, but they're just smashing it. And then the quant coverage, the XRP, XLM, ALBT, LCX, like they're knocking it out of the park. Steve the Canadian, how are you, sir? Good to be on the show last night. That was fun. I'll enjoy it. Hopefully we'll do it again. Lazy Jedi Steve, let's see. War Dogs. What's up with War Dogs? Is that another project?
I don't know.
War Dogs. Yeah, it sounds familiar. Hey, Steve. Everyone like and subscribe. Yeah, that would be awesome. Whoa, I got $1.99 super. Is this a super?
That's a super chat. Yep.
Super chat.
Is that your first one?
No, it's not, but I don't. I forget what they call them, but I do appreciate that, Kruger. Pineapples. Thanks for hosting the show. Pineapples.
Yep, pineapples. That's our
okay.
That's our red alert. When someone starts to talk about something they shouldn't, we have to say pineapples.
Pineapples. Okay. Excellent. Thanks, Kruger. I do appreciate that. Not necessary, but always appreciated. Thank you very much. Strike. John Bonavia. What does that mean? Strike? Is there going to be a strike?
Let's hope not.
Is there a strike? NFT utility. NFT utility. You know what? Let's talk about this for a second, because this is one of the things where I feel internally I feel bad, because I see a lot of projects out there that are basically they're NFTs, and and they're cool and they've got some good graphics and stuff, and usually there's maybe some sort of a charity attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't get it myself, because they're not going to be around very long, and a lot of them, and they're really not around for long. A lot of them are coming and they look like they're great people, got a great cause, some cool NFTs, but they just don't do anything. There's no real utility, and then you see, look 2, 3, 4 months later, and you can't even find them anymore. They're just people just bounce around kind of from one NFT project to another. And I guess I don't understand why they keep doing this without any real utility attached to it.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's there's a lot of cool art out there. Don't get me wrong. But it comes down, same thing for me, where if I don't see something in the future or anything at all, no matter how cool it is, in the end, what's it going to do for me, right? If I buy this, am I going to be able to play a game with it or something and earn a play to earn game, or am I going to be able to stake it and earn rewards, as in passive income, things like that? What can I do with it? And when there isn't really anything, and then, or if they say there is, and then 6 months down the road, there still isn't anything, it just gets hard to continue to want to invest in these NFT projects because, we need something out of them. Some are a lot of money, and what are you getting out of them?
Yeah, and I'll agree. Play to earn, if it's a cool game coming out and all that, and then there, that maybe I can see some utility in if the game is going to be relevant. But like staking to me is not utility. That's just you're just holding on to your NFT, right? And you're maybe you're getting something out of it, but which is nice. It's just not necessarily a utility or not a reason to own it by itself. Crypto is an investment. Why use your crypto to make purchases? Well, Lazy Jedi, as Alex said, it is an investment, and your investment's going to go up in value, and at some point you're going to take profits, right? Are you never going to use that money, right? And what's the point of an investment if you're not going to use that money, right? And I have been investing in crypto for many years. I have not taken a penny out because it's not time yet, right? I'm not, the money isn't really going to do me any good just yet. So plus, obviously it's, the value's gone down, quite a bit this last year. So we'll wait until I can actually utilize that to do something with. So I don't plan on just dying years from now doing all this work in crypto and just to give it to my kids. Right? I'm gonna want to spend that money. So at some point I'm going to pull it out and we're going to spend it. But it's a good question, right? And people do have that question all the time. Why would I pay, with crypto? Well, because you can, right? Because that's the reason you're here.
Well, it makes it easier, instead of having to sell it and send it to your bank, you could just use it if it's worth using. Obviously it needs to be the value of it needs to be there, but just makes it easier to use
Yeah, exactly. XRP hits $100. You damn well bet I'm spending some money, right? Daddy's getting a new car. Let's see. MMAI. Yes. MMAI has been doing very well, still building, doing exactly what they're supposed to do. We're going to talk about that. Also, let's go. I see the website has changed. I need to do another update video because things are updating now.
Yep. Same here.
Which is cool. I like this. I like the fact that it doesn't have that scrolling, the jet flying over every 5 seconds.
It's not so bright either. It's a little bit more easy on the eyes. You come here and the words pop a little more and you get to see what the metaverse is without so much going on. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the color here is great too. It really does pop, like you said.
Yeah.
And I know there's more things coming that can't really talk about. And I know Austin, he's always got something up his sleeve and the team. So there's, I'm sure there's going to be some announcements here coming in the next few days or so.
Yep.
Which is going to be cool. And what I want to do, and I keep asking, and nobody's answering me, is how much is a CryptoSmith billboard going to cost me? Right.
I've seen you ask that. You're right. No one has responded yet.
Yeah. Can a brother get an answer here? Obviously they're working on that kind of thing. That's just for me. That would be cool for me. I don't know what kind of coin you're going to have to spend, because I know you can. You're right. At some point, you're going to be able to purchase office space or some sort of marketplace, and obviously that's what it's being designed for. And so it'll be interesting to see, and then just watch some whale come in and just buy a whole building and kind of freeze you out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see what the metaverse is going to bring for this project. They're talking, big things as far as bringing retailers in, and obviously them having to own tokens in order to do be a vendor and stuff like that. And so that's really good. That's really awesome. Of course, the wallet too, which I can't use either. Unfortunately, I'm with that iOS side with Sean that, we don't have it yet, so we can't use it. But the things that I'm hearing from that, what they're doing with that is big. Nobody else is doing it. So a lot of good stuff that they're doing. Yeah.
If they can do all the things, and who knows, what's going to come, what's not going to come. Things may take longer to develop, but I see I see big things for MMAI this year. And I just noticed this actually says 2,800 ETH for the office building. Wow. I don't know if that's real or if that's just for just for the website, but that's a lot of ETH.
That's a lot of ETH.
That's a lot of ETH. You're buying a lot of real estate for that.
Yeah.
Hey, Alfredo Espinoza, thank you for showing up. I appreciate the support. Alfredo, it won't be long before your employer pays you in crypto of some type. Parapay. There you go. Parapay. Yeah, and you would pay, right? And why would you do that? Because why would they want to do that? Because it's faster and cheaper and easier, right? More convenient. That's the reason you do it, right? That's why crypto is moving that direction.
Yep, that's the whole point.
He's going to pull a Favre and come to Minnesota. I was going to suggest maybe he goes to Minnesota when they realize mediocre. Yeah, they've had a good year, but their schedule. I don't know if Minnesota's schedule has been as tough as some others, but but good for them. They've done well.
Yeah.
Lazy, I wouldn't purchase things with mine. Been taking profits for days. Excellent. But Daniel, you're taking profits, or you're just keeping it in crypto, turning it into, stable coin or whatever, or have you actually taken money out, into your bank account, into fiat? I think that's a good question. Lazy Jedi, exactly. Crypto is not currency. Stable coins, CBDCs are the only possibility for currency. Yes. Well, technically, yes. I mean, technically the term currency, yes, but obviously you could trade anything of value for
goods or services. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I agree. I totally agree with that first part of it. Is crypto is not currency. I totally agree with that part of it, but there's no reason why you can't use crypto to buy things, or pay for a guy to come fix your toilet, so I totally agree with the whole currency part of it.
Yeah.
But there, like I said, that statement there is just a double-edged sword.
Took profits a while back on AOBT, riding on house money. Excellent. That's always good to hear.
Yep.
Take your initial out and.
Yep. It's no more risk.
Money. Jeremy. Yep. Max. Don't be making fun of my 4 days without internet. Still not 100% fixed. They had to redo the line from the distribution blocks. New development down the road is causing bandwidth. Oh, yeah. Stupid people moving in, huh?
New neighbors.
The neighborhood. Yeah. Stealing all your bandwidth. Max. Let's see. What's up, Shaman? Crypto Realist. It's 10 degrees here. Daniel, where are you, Daniel? I forget where you're at. What state are you in? 10 degrees is pretty cold. It's warm here for some reason.
Quite close to that tonight.
Yeah. Daniel Gate and hard pass. Don't forget there's a mega raffle going on for Para. Check it out. What's a mega raffle? Where's that at?
So we're doing in the Telegram. If you go in there up to pinned messages, we're doing a mega raffle we're doing 2 raffles. The mega raffle's 0.055 ETH per entry, and we're going to do four drawings. The first winner will get a Para Pro. The second winner will get 5 preppers. The third winner will get a prepper. And then the fourth winner will get a free raffle spot into the next raffle. So we're doing 4 drawings there. And then we're doing a Para Prepper raffle where it's 0.005 ETH per spot, like $7 or $8. And then we're doing 20 of those spots. Yep, there it is. And drawn for a prepper. So the pros aren't cheap. They're 1 ETH to buy, but they are 50% multiplier in staking. So this was kind of our way for people that didn't have the money to buy a pro to be able to, put their chance in to buy one. And so it's been fun. We've done 2 already. This is our 3rd one for pro, and it's been pretty popular so far. So
nice. That's cool. You know what? I clicked on. I went to OpenSea and was looking at the Para Pros, and I think it said the floor price was 10 ETH, but that was only because one person had one for sale.
Yeah.
And
there are fake pages out there. That's the only one up for sale. So if you're finding other ones for $100 or $200, it's a fake page. Don't buy those. You won't be able to stake them. They're still minting out on the website. Just go to para.global. It'll come right up and you can mint right there. Until you see, no one in my mind is going to mint one for an ETH and then sell it for $200. So don't fall for that you think you're going to get one and be able to stake it, because you won't be able to. If you buy a fake one and you go to the staking website, it just won't show up to stake.
Yeah, that's bad math right there.
Yeah.
So you can go here to the para.global site and then
reload the page.
If I do, so my Norton picks this thing up as a dangerous web page for some reason.
There you go. Yep. And there's hit mint now. It takes you to the mint site.
Boom.
And then, yeah, just connect your wallet, obviously, same as normal. And if you had a prepper before they released these, you were on the whitelist, and you get it for 0.85 ETH instead of 1 ETH. And then and they decided to add an extra button there for private. That way, at any time, anybody with a whitelisted address can go in there and buy a pro. It wasn't just a 24-hour thing where in the whitelist was over. So anybody that maybe is coming in late can still mint at a lesser charge.
Gotcha. And this, you said, and this gives you 50% on your staking, right? When you're staking,
50% multiplier. So if you stake a million tokens, it'll give you 1.5 million in the pool, like you're staking 1.5 million instead of a million. And it just gives you more rewards that way. It doesn't give you 50% return. It just multiplies the tokens that you have staked.
Gotcha. Okay. Makes sense. A multiplier, not a return figure.
Yes.
Let's see. 4041. 4041.
I don't know what that
is. Yeah, you guys talking
it's been a while.
I know the code. Yeah, I've been in the military in a while. Crypto Rail's been a few days since. I heard you say to me hard pass. Who's the Muffin Man?
Lee's the Muffin Man.
Lee's the Muffin Man. Daniel Gayton. Let's see. FinCEN.
Yep. Talked about that. Yep.
Now, and then even though, and I'll say this, because you're registered with FinCEN doesn't mean you're regulated, because it's not really a regulation type situation there.
Yeah, it's just a registered payment processor with FinCEN.
Right. And so once regulation starts to drop, are you fairly certain that Para's gonna hold up? I know that you told me that Lee's been working kind of in the background to make sure all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed and everything's doing everything above board, like what's needed to be I guess a regulated crypto.
Yeah, I think that's the goal, is to be ready for it, and taking the necessary steps that we know of, or that we can to be ready for it, and I think it's the when thing that nobody knows about. When is it going to come about? What's it going to look like? And that's the problem is, every project just needs to be ready. And I think that's really hard to do, because if you don't have a clear picture of how to be ready, but if there are certain things that you can do as far as a contract goes, or taxes goes, or something like that you can shore up, or supply, relaunching with a smaller supply, things like that. And then projects definitely need to be doing it if they can. Because I think that's the goal, is just to be ready for whatever comes out.
Has it been discussed about, let's say, for whatever reason, most of these projects, they say that they're securities, right? Are they prepared to register, with the SEC as a security? Like that's going to be the tough part, because what happens then? Like now, if you're not a public company, now this basically is private. So only accredited investors are able to purchase this or trade with this.
Right. And are you in a position like, are you in a position like XRP is, to not care? Most of our business relations are overseas, and they don't care for a registered security in the United States. They're still going to do business with us anyway. So they don't care. They're not going to do it. But if you want to operate in the US as a crypto for your project, is that something you want to do? Is that something you're going to do? Because if you're not, what do? You go out of country. So I think
most of them will have to. Yeah, most of them will have to.
Yeah,
there's no. Here's the thing. There is no point, especially for like a project like Para. Why would they register as a security to then? And I know they want to raise the minimum qualifications for an accredited investor to $10 million. Like you have to have a net worth of $10 million. Well, what of those people are going to be into the Para token? Or into any of these other projects that maybe they register to try to be compliant, right? They want to, be within the law, right? They want to do the right thing, show everybody they're doing the right thing. But in doing that, they're killing their project, right? The project's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah. So that would be a huge concern. For sure.
And you're right. And XRP or Ripple doesn't care, because they've got billions and billions of dollars, and all of their business primarily is overseas, so they'll just pack up their bags and be like, all right, peace out, we'll see you.
Yeah, and then people that are here just can't purchase it here, so, which isn't going to totally decimate XRP. They got plenty in the works.
It won't. Yeah, it'll be short term bad for XRP, but long term good. So
yeah,
I mean, shoot, with the number of XRP I got, I might be following them, out of the country. I'm not giving up my XRP. So we'll have to figure something out.
I think you'll be okay. I think you just won't be able to purchase any more. I mean,
yeah, if they grandfather you in,
yeah,
which would be fine.
They'd almost have to. I can't believe they would say, "Oh, all the, like you're on exchange, everything you own is gone." I mean, I don't know. That just seems really crappy. But who knows?
Who knows? Hopefully, Gare Bear is gone in the next few months.
Yeah, no
Gary Gensler, Gare Bear.
Yeah.
I have to go. Oh, yeah, you got to go, Annie Rock. Okay, cool. I appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully, you have a great weekend. Pair NFTs have use case in staking also. Yeah, and I mentioned that. Yeah, so that's we were just talking about. If you stake those Parapros or Parapreppers, then a Paraprepper is like 5% multiplier, and then and 50%. Yeah.
So 20 more or less 10 preppers equal 1 pro as far as staking calculations go.
And is about the same price to buy 10 preppers?
Pretty close.
So is that kind of where you
exactly.
got the calculation from? Okay.
Yeah, and it just kind of depends. They had some clans up for a while that were a little less. If you bought 10 or 8 clan or as a clan together, they were a little less than buying them individually. I think they're all gone now, but so it was a pretty good deal to bet. If you bought 10, it was like you're getting 9, or you were buying 10, paying for 9 but getting 10, kind of like getting one free type of thing.
Gotcha. Okay. Wildlife said 100% goes to vets on that one. What's that one? What's he talking about?
I'm not sure on that one. I remember him putting it in there, and I was like, "Oh yeah," and it's been a bit, so I don't remember.
Gotcha. Daniel Gayton says CT. I'm assuming that means Connecticut. You in the state of Connecticut?
Oh yeah,
I guess
he's over
Chile there.
Yeah.
What's up, everyone? Hey, it's Chaka Crypto. Chaka, how are you, sir? Hopefully your weekend's going well. I haven't seen you in a little bit. What's up, everyone? Don't forget to smash that like. Thank you, Chaka. I appreciate it. But
I'm bad at that too.
What's that?
I'm bad at telling people that too on streams to like the stream and
subscribe and like and do all those things and hit the bell notification and that. Yeah. Pineapple. Chaka. Lazy Jedi says hi. Safe word is pineapple. Safe word, yeah. Chaka Crypto. What's up, Shaman? Let's see. Prepper NFT gain you income. That's a utility. Well, yeah. I mean, we can argue about that, whether it's utility or not. I mean, it's doing something. Yes, of course.
You could consider it a utility for the NFT. If you want to get really technical about it, it's a utility for the NFT. Is it really bringing huge value to the token? Maybe, because people need tokens to use them. So, I think it's up in the air there. I think you're more of a utility for the NFT project, and for people that are owning tokens. Now, later on down the road, people may buy tokens just to stake them, but I think it's more of a utility for the project.
In a project like this that's working on real world utility, then anything else that comes with it is just bonus, right? So there's nothing wrong with that at all. Cool. And Chris, how are you, sir? I appreciate you being here. Thanks for the support. What's going on, fellas? Yeah, we're just talking about Metamonkey also, and the things that are going on there. What is the? Let's see. Let's go back to this.
Hey, you're almost caught up on the chat.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. The token. Let's see. Pure Wallet, which I can't use.
Oh man, so disappointing.
I haven't been in. Has there been an update on the? I haven't been in the metaverse here in the last couple of weeks.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm not able to get in, so I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. I am. Yeah. My video card, my graphics card is running at 100% when I get into the metaverse. So it's really.
I remember you guys talking about that. Yeah, it's a little disappointing, that you have to have a rig like that to be able to access it. I mean, I get it, but I do wish I could get in there. I can get in the beginning, right in the room you start in and pick your character. Right. As soon as I hit the door, it's done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
cool. And Chris, yeah, and you can see obviously with all of the graphics and the detail and stuff that they have in there, it's pretty graphic intensive.
I'm hoping
cool.
they make it a little bit less so more people could use it. You know what I mean? Instead of having to have that big type of a gaming computer or whatnot.
Yeah, and I guess wouldn't there be levels to it? Basically you have settings. Yes. So if you have a basic computer, laptop, or obviously at some point, it's going to be mobile. So it's going to have to, be able to be mobile optimized at some point, I'm sure. I don't know.
You want to get it out to as many people as possible. So you'll have to, like you said, make adjustments to it,
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'll still have a kick-ass computer just because that's what I want to do. It's because I'm into it.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Para also talking about what if with the POS, you never had to sell your Para and still get gains. That could be another huge thing. Revenue will bring in buybacks. So Kruger's saying, so with the POS system, if you don't have to sell your Para, how would that work?
Yeah, so that's been mentioned by Lee. Is I'll preface it with this: is he's mentioned many times that everything they're doing as far as POS or DAG or anything is going to benefit the Parawerx token. So he did mention, what if you don't have to sell your Para, and in order to have gains or in order to purchase things, and yes, the revenue from that will go into buybacks, which, you're talking revenue, huge revenue, right? You're doing a lot of transactions, you're having a lot of revenue in and putting a lot of that back into buybacks for the token. If you maybe you do buybacks and you burn those tokens instead of just doing regular burns, but buybacks to sustain charts and things like that. And when you're having something like a POS system that's getting so many transactions and so much revenue, buybacks will be substantial. Instead of very little, they'll be much bigger.
Gotcha. Okay. Thanks for that, Kruger. Crypto needs to be grandma proof. Yes. Yeah. At some point when we're using, whatever currency, whatever, the cryptocurrency turns into that you're actually going to use, maybe, sent from your bank or just your wallet. But yeah, it's going to need to be super easy to use. But everything's going to be, I don't know if grandma's going to, using her smartphone right now to try to pay for stuff, or Apple Pay. I doubt that happens often. But maybe the next generation of grandmothers will be doing that. So, and then all depends, obviously, if, is it a CBDC? Is it a stable coin? Is it like, what does it turn into that you're actually utilizing? And is it going to be different in every country? Which I imagine every country is going to have their own CBDC, right? Which is where XRP comes in as a bridge currency to bridge those together when people want to pay, send money outside of their own country. Keeping it in stable. Okay, so you're just hanging on to it. You're not taking it out and buying yourself a Corvette.
Not yet, at least, right?
Not yet. Yeah, I'm in upstate New York. Okay, upstate New York. Yes, where it's cold. Crypto realist, regarding crypto as currency, crypto is a good, but it's an investment. I have no issue trading my crypto for other goods, but you're not buying goods with crypto, and it's not currency; it's a trade. Yeah. I think we understand that. We're just talking about the general term or the general idea of utilizing your crypto to purchase things, and that's it's going to need to become more mainstream and a lot easier to do. And like what Kruger said, crypto needs to be grandma proof.
Yeah. And, trading crypto for goods is, I mean, I guess you could trade it. You're giving somebody for something else, so technically you're buying, but however you want to look at it, it ends up being the same thing. You're using it for goods and services,
Yeah. And in order for it to be a currency, obviously the government has to recognize it as a currency also. Just because we think it's a currency doesn't make it so. But all that, is coming in due time. But thanks for that, Jeremy. NFT utility. Jeremy. What's up, Chris? USA. Yeah, let's go, USA. America. Paratroopers love, trust. Fred Beers. He's also got a little Para. Is this a Para Prepper, I'm assuming?
That's a Para Pro.
That's a Para Pro? Okay. Yep. How can you tell?
So go to OpenSea and pull up the preppers. Go to just type in Paraprepper. You'll see a big difference.
I got to go to. I don't even know where my OpenSea is at. Let me look up.
Preppers are 2D. Pros are 3D.
Oh, gotcha.
So yeah, a big difference. Preppers are cool. You know, they're more like the scrappy bunch. So those are pros. Should be 2,000 and yep, that one, the first one, I think. Okay. Yep, that's it.
2,000.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, these are just the 0.099 ones are the ones that are owned by Parawerx for sale, and then the other ones are just owned by other people. But yeah, so these are just 2D NFTs, really cool, but not as in depth. The pros, there's only 100 of them, and they were all made individually. These are generative. So when you minted, they just threw a gun or whatever onto them.
Right.
The pros were done individually, one by one. So that's why they're obviously more money. And there's just
I can see the big difference is this is kind of cartoony a little bit, and the pro is more realistic, and obviously you can see it's 3D. So that's cool. All right, that's good. Good to know. Good to know. All right, let's see.
So here's what Wildlife was talking about. The next comment, he was saying 100% goes to vets for the Randy charity. Yeah, that's a pretty cool thing about his charity is 100% of what he brings in goes back. He doesn't. He pays all of anybody that works for him on the charity, he pays out of his own pocket. Everything that he makes as far as what comes into his charity goes back out again. So he doesn't use any of it for expenses or anything like that. So that's what he was talking about.
Wow, that's pretty exciting. I mean, that's nice. Very, very nice of him to do that.
And Convoy of Hope is 92% goes back out. So another good one too.
Okay. So just a slight little tiny bit of overhead, and then the rest actually goes to the charity it's supposed to go to. 2Bit Crypto, what's up, gents? Hope you're both well. I'm well. I think I'm good. Alex is well as well. I don't know. So here's the thing. I don't know if this is 2Bit Crypto or if this is somebody pretending to be 2Bit, because this happens all the time. They like to play they have tricks on me. If this is YouTube, I know it's very, very late up over in England or in the UK where I believe you are.
So if it's YouTube, go into the chat and say hi to us.
MMAI is working on making access to the metaverse a lot easier with more flexibility from wherever you are. Yeah. I assume that's the goal, right? I mean, they're going to need to make it accessible to as many people as possible, as Alex said, and that's the way they do it. Is no matter what your platform is. I'm excited. I've got the VR headset, so I'd like to be able to kind of check it out at some point, with the VR. And I don't know if I'm not sure if I can do that now, and how to connect it. I really haven't messed with it at all. So I need to play with it.
I don't know.
Thanks, Dr. Rob, for that. I appreciate it. Crypto will be currency soon. There will be something is going to happen soon, and we don't really know what it is. And maybe this is the year we find out. 2Bit, what up? Shaman. Eddie T is in the house. Eddie T, thanks for being here. I do appreciate you showing up and supporting. Smash the like button and sub. Thanks, Eddie T. I appreciate that. For everybody who's not subscribed, go ahead and sub if you would. That would be awesome. I'm working my way up to 1,500 subs now. Lazy
You're getting close.
Hi, Tim. Ooh, we caught up. Excellent. Yeah, it is, and it's just a grind. And I've been, I kind of slacked off. You know what? I did 2 videos with, I don't know if you've watched them, but I did some video overlays. I kind of stepped my game up, but it takes so much time to do those videos. It's like 5 hours to do a video, and I'm like, I don't have that kind of time, and now I'm exhausted after I'm done. I'm like, all right, now I just want to take a break for a day or two.
And that's the thing about making it fancy like that is it just takes so much time, and it does look good though. I mean, I'll give you that. It does look really good. It just, like you said, I've tried it too, and I'm like, man, this takes a long time to do.
It can be tough. So I think I've decided. I was talking to Max on his show the other day about it, and I think I'm going to do that every once in a while for maybe some bigger videos, maybe some more important stuff. But and then in between, just do kind of hot and fast, regular like I used to, which isn't very exciting, and you don't get a whole ton of interest in it. But But it is fun to switch it up like that, to kind of step my game up, right, and learn how to do it. It took me a while to figure it out as well. Chaka, Eddie T says hi. Eddie T, 2-bit. Eddie T, what's up? Daniel Gayton. So what else is going on? I know you probably have to go soon.
Yeah, I got a few more minutes.
Okay.
But my wife will be summoning me soon to help put the kids to bed. But man, I think this is just a great time for, obviously Sean and I are supportive of MetaMonkey and I am of Para, and this is, Cameron made a comment earlier this morning. We were on our live that, people think this is a bull run. And part of us is like, I hope it's not yet, because we're still building, right? These projects, so many projects like MetaMonkey are still building, and they want to get these things done before a bull run starts. And so part of us is like, yeah, we want a bull run. We want everything to go up, back to where we were, but we also want it to hold off a little bit longer so we can get these things done. And I know MetaMonkey is kind of on that same path too, as they've got a lot in the works. And, with blockchains that they've signed up to do and metaverse that they're still working on and getting that set up. And so part of me is like, let's hold off. We've been in this rut, I guess, for almost a year now. What's another couple months, right? So these projects can finish and get things ready to go.
Yeah, because building in this bear market, I think really is going to help, right? If you can sustain yourself through this bear market and continue to do what your intention was, in the beginning. Probably started this obviously in the bull run, and then like I always say, everybody looks like a genius in the bull run, but if you can keep and sustain this without going away or becoming irrelevant, I think these projects are going to actually absolutely kill it when the bull run does come around.
And there's three words are going to become very popular: is real world utility. As far as when the government does step in, if you're not going to have that, what's the point, right? Or you're going to be categorized in a different category, because crypto needs to be categorized as being able to use it in the real world, instead of just being something that's fun for us to kind of mess around with and invest in and be degens and buy in high and just say, hey, whatever happens. It needs to be a little bit more real, and so I think the real world part of it's going to come into play very, very big, and some projects just won't fall into that.
No, they won't, and I think because we're in it every day and we look at it all the time, people forget in this space that we represent about 4% of the population out there, right? And so it's a nice sounding board for us when we talk to each other, about this thing going big and mass adoption and all that stuff. But we forget that we are a very, very tiny percentage of the population right now. And for other people to get it, like you said, other people to even know about it or want to know about it or inquire about it, it has to exist outside of our own little bubble. Correct. Right? It has to reach out to the real world. And if it doesn't do that, it's not going anywhere. If we don't reach mass adoption, you're not going to see the kind of gains, that you want to see, and see these projects really take off and really do well.
Yeah, absolutely. And, new money has to come in. All of us that are already invested, taking money from one project and putting it into another, that's just recycling. That's just going through the same motions. If you don't get another 5%, 10% of people coming in that haven't been in before and bringing in their money and the new money, it's just going to keep doing what we're doing in now, this perpetual cycle. We're just recycling money over and over and over again. So you have to get it to a point where more people want to invest, and that's just bringing what they want to do with it to the people.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly right. And that's what we're fighting for. So, and we want to get the word out there, even though, most people I talk to outside of this space, they just roll their eyes and, they could care less. They don't care. It doesn't affect their lives right now that they're aware of. So, Para, Eddie T, just enjoying the weekend, working on some videos. Excellent. I think Crypto Smith, first time listening to your interviews. Tiger Shark, I appreciate you showing up. And it's always a pleasure to have Alex on. We can chat about Yeah. Nope. It's not a problem at all. You were welcome on my live stream anytime.
Yeah. And, I appreciate it. And I appreciate all the people coming from, I posted it in the Para Telegram, just let everybody know, hey, come over and show everybody what our community is about. And, we've had at least, I want to say almost a dozen people come in and out from over there. And I've been seeing a lot of it. So it's great to finally get on here and talk with you and kind of introduce myself to your community and talk about, the things that we love. So it's been great. Hopefully I'll
absolutely
be able to come on again.
Crypto Realist, he's got to go. Catch you guys later. Got to head out. Have a great rest of your stream. I appreciate it. Jeremy,
Thanks,
you guys have a great weekend. Yeah, and I didn't even get into mine. I know there's probably some people listening that are here from my StableFund content, right? And that obviously is rugged. And let's see. You know what? Let's check that real quick. I'll just do a real quick recap of what's going on. Let's see. So they rugged, and then they said they were going to post a landing page. Where is it at? Let's see. Yep, here it is. StableFund has stopped their operations, i.e. rugged. If you recently deposited your funds are currently waiting for a refund, we will be creating a landing page soon, allowing you to claim your refund back. So they're still saying they're going to refund people their money. I'll believe it when I see it. So that's where we're at. There's really nothing else to talk about, in this.
Hey, I give you props for pretty much every video I watched about it. You were straightforward people, like, I don't know if this is going to last or what's going to come out of this. I put this much money in, just to see what would happen. And, it was never one of those things where you were like, you guys should do this. It's going to be awesome. It was none of that. So, I mean, no one should be saying anything about any of it, but just laughing about it, because it's been one of those things where it was new and you covered it and just were straight up with people. So nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I try to overemphasize the risk. Like the chances of like this one making it long term is zero. Right? There is zero chance that any of these DeFi, and I use that term loosely. This is not real DeFi, but they like to call themselves that. They're either complete Ponzi's, or they are Ponzi-ish. Maybe they have some income coming in from somewhere, but they still rely on new money coming in. Otherwise, it stops. And every single one of them is the same. They just have little nuanced differences. So here is Optimus, and those of you who listen, watch me, also know I'm into Optimus, and you guys probably are too. And Optimus has absolutely turned into a train wreck. Right? They weren't honest about what was going to happen with the token, so they had to keep changing things. It's on its fourth iteration of the OPT token, which is built on a modular blockchain now, so they can change things without having to relaunch anything, which was good.
Yeah.
But they gave you 10-to-1 for your old tokens to your new tokens. I think I'm still down 99% from what I put in, which isn't very fun. I mean, I didn't put a whole lot in, but it's just not going well. Let's just say that. So I will be looking for another DGen play here soon. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind throwing a couple $100 into some DGen. Maybe it hits, maybe it doesn't. But it's a casino play. I don't go to Vegas. This is my Vegas. You roll the dice and see what happens. Believe in the Muffin Man. Okay. That's Lee, right? Lee is the Muffin Man.
Okay. Yeah, it was funny when we were all doing this. What type of muffin are you? And this one of those tests or whatever, and I don't know. I don't even know how it started, but it's just been something fun.
What kind of muffin are you, Alex?
I am a chocolate, double chocolate chip muffin, I think.
Wow.
If I remember right. It's been a few weeks.
Did somebody give you that, or did you have to come up with that on your own? Like, does that say something about your personality, or?
Yeah, there's different things that it comes along with, but just Google, what muffin are you? And you can take this little, 5-question little test. It's one of those things like you'd find on Facebook or whatever, and it's just, I don't even know how it came up. Oh, we were talking about how you could use the POS to go buy a muffin. That's what they originally talked about. You're going to your local bakery and buying a muffin, and then it just, you know how we go on those rabbit trails.
Yeah, it turns into something weird, kind of an odd, odd turn there. Believe in the Lazy Jedi. Crypto is my Vegas too. Yeah, that's it. I mean, a lot of these things, right? It's a guess. Yep. I mean, let's see. Let's take a project. The devs are anonymous. They're offering something that sounds way too good to be true. Yeah, let's put some money in that. Let's see what happens.
Kind of throw it and see if it sticks. You know.
Yep. That's it. That's all you're doing. And if you happen to make some money, take your money and run, or take your profits and then play on house money. That's the name of the game in this DGen space. But that's always, you have to do something, especially in a bear market like this, when it's just not very fun. There's nothing going on. There's never any good news. So you can get into these. Once the bears or the bulls come back, a lot of these are going to go away because nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to want to play with these.
Yeah. Right now it's just kind of a thing to do,
Yeah. Just killing time.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think we're almost an hour and a half in. I do appreciate you sticking around the whole time.
Yeah, no problem. I haven't been yelled at or gotten a call or a text yet, so we'll see what happens.
Thrown at your head right now. Yeah, that's great.
Nope, she's not standing at the door, but we'll see what happens when I go downstairs. But no, it's been great, man. I've been wanting to come on for a while, and it's always been something, or kids getting sick or whatever it is. So I'm glad I got to finally come on, and it's always fun to get on and just chat about stuff.
Yeah, you've had a rough year with your kids and the household being sick on and off. Yeah, that's a tough one.
It's crazy too, because I stay home with the girls, and we don't. What's that?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I just cut out for a minute. But yeah, it's been great, man. I appreciate it. And we'll have to do it again soon.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, and I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. I'm sure I'll be chatting with you soon, and we'll be talking about Metamonkey.
Yeah, you too, and yeah,
and Para.
Absolutely. And thanks everybody in the chat. It's been great.
All right. See you, Alex.
See you, everybody.
All right. That's Alex. Alex is a good guy. I got something funky going on with what is this up here? There's something weird going on. My internet's kind of been weird too. Hopefully I'm not catching Jeremy's internet virus. But everything's been loading really slow. But anyway, so that's it. I really don't have a lot else to talk about. I was going to go through some news to see really what's happening, what's going on with FTX. Let's see. I'll just go through some news here real quick and see what's out there. I haven't really looked at anything today because I was out with the wife all day. Grayscale replies to SEC, argues that Bitcoin spot ETF denial is illogical. Well, I'm sure that's going to go very far. Anthony Scaramucci, it's very clear FTX committed fraud. I think we've already known that. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I did see something about this earlier. This is weird. So I don't know if any of you have been around in 2017. BitConnect was the company, the project, and it was just a massive Ponzi. There was money made there, but I do know that some YouTubers, some influencers went to jail for pushing this thing because they knew it was a Ponzi, and they were pushing it, and it was pretty good size. I mean, it was well run, but some people did get arrested. More than 800 victims, which there were thousands. So I guess these guys just got together and probably sued or filed some sort of lawsuit. 800 victims of the collapsed BitConnect crypto Ponzi scheme are set to receive $17 million in restitution. Federal District Court in San Diego ordered the restitution on Thursday, which will be distributed to victims across more than 40 countries. Where did they get this money from? Let's see. Glenn Acaro, top U.S.-based promoter for BitConnect, pled guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud in September. Grand jury. Yeah, so I wonder where this money is coming from, because he doesn't have money. So does this mean they're getting nothing? Let me look at my $17 million divided by 800. I wonder if they get equal amounts. I mean, that's not nothing. I don't know if they're ever going to see that money, but that's interesting. They've been working it this entire time BitConnect, yeah, that's always a butt of jokes here, because I remember BitConnect. I actually was in BitConnect. I did make a little bit of money, got my money out, and before it tanked. That was my early days, when I was just a noob in crypto, didn't really know what I was doing. Redline RT, thanks for being here. Thanks, guys. Para to $1. Yeah, you know what? I hope Para goes to $1. I don't own any Para. I need to purchase some. There are two things I need to purchase: Para and ALBT. I need to get on that ASAP before this bull run does happen. Fred Beers, thanks for the stream. Absolutely. Come back anytime. And I'll more than likely on my Saturday streams, I'll be discussing some Para because I'm going to start doing some videos on it and covering it more. Of course, Metamonkey, MMAI, and then the news and whatever else happens to come up. Usually I have things planned, but plans go awry once the chat gets started. But I do appreciate you being here, Fred. You guys have a great weekend. Juan Gonzalez, yo. Hey, Juan. Hopefully you're good. You're kind of late to the stream a little bit, which is totally fine. I may just ramble on here for a few more minutes. But I did have to change the stream time because it's killing my Saturday. I'm doing it in the middle of the day, and I wasn't able to get anything done. So hopefully it's not too big of an inconvenience. I do appreciate everybody showing up. Buy crypto in Vegas. There you go. What about you use your crypto? Now, that would just be crazy to go to Vegas, use your crypto to gamble. I mean, but that's what you're doing in these degen plays anyway. Shaman, double down. Yep, double down. Para has 0 buy tax at the moment. Excellent. Yeah, I did see on the website. Let's see. See if I can get to it. I don't know if I can get back to the site. No. Anyway, yeah, I did see that. There was a sales tax, but no buy tax. We'll be back. Absolutely. Thanks, Fred. I appreciate that. And yeah, that's good to know for me because I'm going to go buy some Para, and I don't like to pay buy taxes. I don't mind paying a sales tax, especially if some of it's going to a good cause. And obviously, the project itself needs some sort of income anyway. That's what they use the tax for, some liquidity and all that. Great stream. Subscribed. Thank you. I appreciate that. Redline Red RT and a Para NFT. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at Para NFTs. I don't know that I could afford the Para Pro. It would be super cool to have one of those because those are really nice looking. But I can probably pick up a couple of the Para Preppers. Yeah, no, I'm really sorry. Nah, don't worry about it, man. I had a lot of work today. 14 check-ins. 14 check-ins. What is it you do, if you don't mind me asking? I don't want you to out yourself or anything, but what I think you told me once before, but I'm old and I forget. But hopefully your work went well, right? This week was kind of a long week for me because this, we had the holidays, and you get a day off, an extra day off for Christmas and New Year's. So I had like a 3-day work week once, and then a 4-day work week, and then this last week, kind of sucked. I had to work all 5 days, which wasn't very fun, but it is what it is. I've got a decent job, so it's not all bad. I like the people I work with anyway. Husraya, I appreciate you being here, right? You came in a little late. That's cool. Not a big deal. I was talking about, I know you guys are with me from StableFund and OPTX, and I think you guys know what's going on there, right? StableFund is no more, and we're all holding our breath to see if we're going to get a refund or not, which I'm not holding my breath. Tiger Shark Fort, join the huddle. Yeah, I need to. I'm going to get with Alex on that. I'm in the Telegram group already. I don't really post it. I just look through there and kind of see what's going on. I try to pay attention. I'm going to need to do more of that though, as I do some content for Para. All right, let's see what else happened today. Anything newsworthy? Bitcoin mirroring 2019 pattern that preceded a massive 240% rally. Here is targets. Let's see what they have to say. Now, look at this target. Is this real? This is I guess what happened. BTC finally broke its 18.4 horizontal highs. Bitcoin dominance going on run and most conditioned to be all in alts. Starting to feel more and more like April 2000. Okay, so he's saying, yeah, he's seeing some good times ahead. I don't know if that's true. Obviously, at the end of this month or February 1st, I believe the Fed's going to make another decision on a rate hike, at least here in the country, in the U.S. I know it does affect the rest of the world a little bit. But us here, we all sit and hang on every word that they're saying to see which direction our investment is going. I made a good chunk of money on proof of memes a while back. Spent a full ass weekend getting rugged in Dex Live new pairs. Nice. Wow. I can honestly say I've been rugged probably 5 or 6 times. It's not fun. Normally when I'm in it, you have an idea of the project you're in, right? If they're not doxed, and that's the first red flag for me, even though, not all undoxed projects rug, but it's just not surprising, right? If they're hiding who they are, right? There's a reason for that. And it's not because of their safety. It's because they're planning on doing something, they shouldn't be doing. So up to 10%. Up to 10% on what? I got rugged in. Yes, was it Circulate? I saw a video by who was it? This guy here, the Fud Farm. Super nice guy. I only have one complaint of him. He is very honest, right? He gets into all these degen plays, but he's very honest about it, very open about, these projects are most likely not going to be around. You could, easily lose all your money. So I appreciate that. But then he comes back when they rug, and to me, he's pretending like he's shocked that this program rugged. I mean, they're Ponzi's. Ponzi-ish, if at best. So I sent him a comment. I said, hey, I do appreciate the content and all that, but why are you acting surprised that these things rug? Like that's what they're made for. That's why they're designed that way. They're gonna rug at some point, but were you able to make money? That's the question. Before or after Biden, the big man takes his cut. Yeah, I know. The media really turned on Biden pretty quick over this classified document debacle that he's kind of found himself in. And I'm always wondering, like, is this the way now that his side, takes him out of the presidential election coming up, saying, hey, obviously with this all this bad news circulating, let's just cut your losses and move on. Anyway, I don't want to talk about politics because it never ends well. They're all stupid. They're all crooks. Yes, Shaman, and thank you for the silver lining. So you got 10%? Is that what happened? Jonathan Seller. Yeah, that's who it is. Yeah. I like his content, like I said, and he does keep it real, and that's always good. But yeah, why pretend like you're shocked? I've learned, Dev, new pair is a joke. They were laughing at me and they took my money. Yeah, it's easy in this space. Dex new pairs. Yeah, I never do that. Like I have to find a specific one, do a little research on it. Are they at least putting some effort into their marketing or their website or the ideas that they have, right? They always say they're building something, they're working on something, and you throw your money in and you wait for a few days and then your money's gone. And that's just the way it is. Dex Live new pairs is roulette. Yeah, absolutely. I've never done that. I can't imagine. That's got to be like a 1 in 20, making money on that. So really, and at one, you're going to have to do pretty well to compensate for all the other losses. That to me is a little bit too degen for my taste. Just saying. He just released a video where he wants all YouTubers to jump on board, where you guys don't host AMAs unless they're KYC'd. That's a good idea. But they're not going to KYC, right? I mean, and maybe they KYC with, truth seekers or somebody else. But unless they dox themselves, unless they're willing to put their face out there, like, hey, this is who I am. I'm asking for your money, and I plan on doing these things, and I plan on paying you extra money on top of it, right? This whole elaborate scheme that they work on, you have to at least show your face, right? And if you can't do that, right, there's a reason. We know what you're up to. So then we have to decide, right, as degens, are we okay to take that risk on, right? Did they do enough work up front and convince you, like, okay, I can see maybe I can make a little money in this if this thing lasts for a month or 2 months, but right, they got to get that far. But most of these projects, they're not going to KYC. They're not, and that's just a fact. And they're not going to KYC because they plan on rugging, right? They plan on taking your money, or they plan on, or they know that the product that they're offering isn't going to last very long, right? It's a Ponzi. So once new money stops rolling in or starts to slow down, that's when the problems start. So anyway, yeah, I like his stuff. I'll just leave it there. And let's see, this guy was going on. Maybe a bull run soon, maybe not. We don't really know. Nobody knows. Dogecoin, I don't care about Dogecoin. Under the radar mobile banking crypto project surges. Under the radar mobile banking crypto project. What's this one? A mobile banking altcoin project has skyrocketed in the past 7 days amid the rollout of a new token strategy and ahead of upcoming update. Mindplex peaked at 30 cents this week from a low of 10 cents. Let's see, making gains. 267th rate crypto asset by market cap is more than 18% up. Okay, I mean, most, a lot of projects are. Mindplex blockchain is a mobile crypto bank utilizing 2 native tokens. Plex is a payment. This is interesting. I might have to look this up. Mindplex says the company's new strategy has driven up Plex's price. We have launched new economic model of Mine and Plex tokens, which allows us to increase the demand and reduce the supply of Plex. This is reflected in the price of tokens. Interesting. Okay. Might be something to look into. Plex. Not heard of it. Quant analyst Plan B says Bitcoin bottom is in. BTC to explode up by 4,689%. That is awfully specific. To throw a number like that out there is very, very specific. I wonder why. Here's his model. Let's see. I'm sure this has to do with one line crossing the other. Let's see. BTC has crossed short-term holder and will rise into 2024, having subsequent 2025 bull market. Several on-chain signals confirm. Let's see. So the prediction is in 2024, which is going to be at the very beginning of 2024. So about 14 months from now, it's going to be 32,000. That's not very bullish. 2025 bull market, 100,000. That's pretty bullish. Well, here's to 2025. Hopefully you guys stick around till then. So anyway, I'm done with this. I don't really feel like going into any news. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed having you all. You're always welcome. I'm going to do it again next Saturday. I'm still toying with the fact of doing a midweek stream as well, maybe on Tuesdays. But I'll let you, of course, know, in Twitter if that's going to happen. So anyway, hopefully everybody has a great weekend. Again, I do appreciate y'all being part of this crypto family, part of the Forge. I don't say it enough, right? This is the Crypto Smith, right? I work in the Forge. That's what a blacksmith would do. So anyway, hopefully you guys have a great weekend. I will see you all next time. Peace out.